Tonight on Fox Pressbox, SEK heavyweight Chanute goes on the road to Coffeyville, where the Golden Tornado try to bounce back from a season-opening loss. Plus, Riverton earned an impressive road victory last Friday. They try to replicate that again tonight in Girard. In Missouri, Lamar tries to improve to 3-0. The Tigers host Tipton, who have dominated each of their first two contests. And Joplin hits the road to Nixa in a battle of the Eagles and a fight for supremacy of the COC. Those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states. And it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Pressbox, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into week 2 of Pressbox here on Fox 14. Thanks for staying up late to join us with Brock Baldridge. I'm John Dales. Brock, we're starting to find out who the real contenders are.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. We're starting to really find out what separates the pretenders from the contenders. And we have another great slate this week.
That we do. Let's get started with our game of the week featuring Coffeyville against Chanute. The Golden Tornado punt early in this one, and check out this return from Quentin Harding. Bounces off the first tackler, then another. I count 5 broken tackles and 3 spin moves on this play before the 50-yard pickup that he has on the return, eventually corralled down here. Now just a play later, they go right back to Harding. He takes a sweep to the near sideline. That's going to move the chains. Takes a while for them to bring him down again. Chanute's offense operating smoothly at the goal line. They run a sweep to Elliott Stevenson. He waits for his blockers. Then he takes it in for 6. Chanute takes the early lead. Coffeyville, though, gets a nice return on the ensuing kickoff. Joshua Shobe sprints into blue common territory before he's dragged down, but that drive wouldn't produce any points. That'd be the story of the night. Chanute goes on the road and handles Coffeyville 34-7, the final score.
And we also had a lot of other great CNC games earlier this week. Well, now our attention, we turn it over to Girard versus Riverton. Now, Riverton is 1-0 to start the season. Girard is 0-1. And, this game could potentially decide who wins the conference later this season. Roll tape. Rams visiting Girard. Win last week against Baxter Springs. The Trojans win the coin toss, and they defer to Riverton to start the game. Rams had a tough time getting past the Trojan defense. Rams' first possession is a jet sweep here by Aiden Witherspoon. And going to be shut down here by Girard. Another run here by Landon Livingston, shut down by the Trojans. And, now the ball is in Girard's hands. Ben Cullen runs the triple option and pitches the ball into the backfield. And Aiden Ashbacher, who is found in the gap, rode it to the end zone for the game's first score. Girard up 7-0. Next Rams possession, quarterback Cale Forbes slings it down the field looking for a receiver to Aiden Witherspoon. The ball is too long, ends up in the hands of Scott Moore for an interception. Now just a few minutes left until halftime. Girard's Lamont Love runs the ball into the end zone before the end of the half, bringing the score to 14-0. Trojans leave the field with the win tonight. They beat the Rams 29-14.
Well, we'll stay in the CNC, head over to Columbus. Titans hosting Galena, and they lead 14-8 in the third quarter. Before this play, handoff to Siler Schuberger. He takes it all the way to the house for a touchdown. Columbus stretches its lead 21-8 on the ensuing kickoff. We've seen some nice special teams plays tonight. Here's another. Evan Wittenmeyer finds some space. He doesn't go down until he gets into Titan territory. We skip ahead to the fourth quarter, same score, 21-8. Jack Perry airs it out deep on 3rd and long. The pass goes right off the chest of a Titan defensive back into the arms of Chase Cottrell, but Galena still needs 5 yards on 4th down. Perry drops back, and he's slung to the ground and sacked by Mason O'Banion. The Columbus defense doesn't allow a single point in the second half. Titans win it 28-8. They improved to 2-0 on the season.
Tonight in the CNC, Frontenac is hosting Colgan. We pick things up in the second half as Frontenac leads 7-0. Raiders are on the move right here. Gavin Withune sheds tacklers and scores the touchdown. Frontenac goes up 14-0. Later in the half now. Love that move by the cheerleaders there. 4th and long for Colgan. Midfield here is Karsten Simmons going to air this one out to Brady Bedart. They can't connect. That's a turnover on downs. Frontenac with the ball now. It's 4th and short, deep in Panther territory. Brogan Smith tries to escape, but he's wrapped up by Michael Westhop, pins him down with a sack. Colgan gets another turnover on downs. Next Panthers possession as Simmons back there at quarterback looking to pass right here, but this one is intercepted by Jacob Murphy, and he makes a move on the return. Good night. Pick 6 for the touchdown for the Raiders. Frontenac leads 20-0, 4th quarter now. Panthers, well, they're still looking to get on the board. Simmons looking to air it out again. This one lands in a different set of hands. Brock Weimers gets the interception. All Raiders tonight. Frontenac shuts out Colgan 26-0.
And as we head to break, here's a look at the rest of the scores throughout Southeast Kansas.
Watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Hey, welcome back into Press Box on Fox 14. One of the top performances from last week was Pittsburgh, annihilating Emporia. The Purple Dragons hung 42 on the Spartans in just the first half. Well, they're back at Hutchinson Field tonight. We start the game on defense. Carter Cox for Shawnee Mission South. Under pressure, tries to evade it, but he's tackled at the line of scrimmage by the Pittsburgh defense. Cox, though, later on hits Trey West in a screen pass. He breaks a tackle, and he's off to the races. Big gain before he's brought down by Cooper Vaughn, who gets called for a personal foul penalty on that suplex tackle. Cox back to work for Shawnee Mission South. Scrambling again, looking for a receiver, throws to the end zone. Diving catch is made. That's a Shawnee touchdown. Purple Dragons need an answer, and they get one. They hand it off to Nate Mitchell. He rumbles up the middle, hardly touched until he gets inside the 10-yard line. He falls into the end zone for a touchdown. Now, after a penalty, Purple Dragons go for 2 instead of kicking the extra point. And Carson Nicholson, evading pressure, looking to the end zone. He stays alive. Eventually, he finds Connor Profit. He makes the catch for 2. But Shawnee Mission South, just too much. They win it 33-15.
And tough luck there. Well, so far we've covered a lot of our Kansas teams, so let's go across state lines here. Lamar is hosting Tipton, one of the best teams in Class 1, facing the defending Class 2 champions. Easily the best non-conference matchup in the entire state this evening. Lamar back on their home field for the second straight week, facing non-conference opponent Tipton. Both teams are 2-0 to start the year. Opening drive of the game, Alex Wilkerson, good to see him back there at quarterback, rolls to his left and finds an opening right here, takes it the distance for a touchdown. Lamar would also convert the 2-point conversion. Tigers lead 8-0. Next Lamar possession. Jet sweep handoff here to Aiden Sheet, and he gets an escort blockers in front of him. Sheet takes it all the way to the house. Lamar extends their lead. It's now 14-0. On the 2-point conversion, some trickery here. Instead of the snap, the center Jesse Moore throws it underhanded to Cooper Hahn. He scores. Lamar goes up 16-0. Later in the quarter, Tipton with the ball now, 3rd and long as the quarterback goes to this check down, but TJ Ansley was there on the ground waiting for it. That's an interception. Lamar would punt. So on the next possession, Tipton on the move, looking for some positive yardage, but here he is again, TJ Ansley with the interception, and this time it's a pick 6. Lamar goes on to steamroll Tipton. Tigers beat the Cardinals 44-0.
Well, Lamar is still Lamar. Elsewhere in Missouri, Carl Junction 1-1 with a loss to Capital City, a win over Heritage from Arkansas last week. They've yet to play a game against a league opponent, though. Again, this is their first year as a member of the Ozark Mountain Conference. Carl Junction at home against Marshfield, already leading 20-0 at halftime. CJ starts the third quarter with a big return, though, from Marquez Lopez-Duman. Followed that one up with this. Airing it out deep. That's going to be caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Jet Mills. CJ keeps its foot on the gas pedal, gets the ball back, and then already leading 26-0. As a little bit quarterback scramble here from Mason Gilbert. He puts them just a yard shy of the end zone. A play later, though, they punch it in. Now it's 30-0. Bulldog defense doesn't allow Marshfield to score a single point. They win their first league game as a member of the Ozark Mountain Conference. Final score 36-0. And as we go to break, some more scores from throughout Southwest Missouri, including the Osho starting 3-0 for the first time in 8 years.
Welcome back to Pressbox here on Fox 14. We now turn our attention to the COC. Last week, the Webb City Cardinals lost their home opener to powerhouse Nixa. This week is a bounce-back spot as Webb City hits the road to face Kickapoo. First time in 4 years these teams have squared off, but Webb City has won the last 4 meetings. We start this one off in the first quarter. Cardinals on the offensive end. Isaiah Tella takes the handoff, runs it up for the first score of the game. Cardinals lead early by 7. Later in the game now, check out this play. Jackson Lucas shaking off the defender right here. Shifty move, and no one else can catch him. He jogs into the end zone for a 31-yard touchdown. Webb City now leads 13-6. But Kickapoo not going away that easy. Chiefs now moving the ball right here as Ben Johnson throws one deep, and Dane Prost is there to make the catch and beats 2 defenders while he does that into the end zone. Chiefs not only trail by 1 point. Second half now, Cardinals still in the lead, but the ball is loose right here. Gavin Stodhill recovers the fumble for Webb City, and the Cardinals take over. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. 4th and 12 for the Cardinals. Jackson Lucas takes it himself to the sideline, dives for the first down, but he's 1 yard short of the first down marker. And well, they can't believe it, and that is why they call it the game of inches. Shocker of the night, Kickapoo beats Webb City 26-23. Cardinals lose their second straight game. Webb City back at home next week against Ozark.
That is a shocker. And Joplin, meanwhile, has surprised some people with its 2-0 start. Eagles have beaten Kickapoo and Lebanon in the first 2 weeks. Really tough test for them tonight. They're on the road at Nixa. Well, pouring rain over at Nixa, and that doesn't make things any easier when Dylan Ribera for the Eagles rushes this one up the sideline. He's gone for a touchdown. It's 14-0 Nixa early. Joplin gets the ball back, and Daniel Rose, in a quarterback who's been very good so far this season, he escapes the pocket. He's going to use his legs here and run for a nice gain. That's a first down for Joplin. Eagles still win this one, but the Nixa defense turns up the pressure. Big hit here by Carter Fangro, knocks the ball free. Nixa gets it back but can't complete a 4th down. Joplin has it. They got 4th and goal, trying to go for the end zone. Rose fires, but that one just off the fingertips of his receiver. It's incomplete. Turnover on downs. Another 3 and out for Nixa. Joplin with another chance, but this time they get picked off. Nixa takes down Joplin 49-0.
We have Nixa 3-0, and well, they have a big matchup next week, and we'll continue that here after these highlights. We know what Nixa is capable in the COC, but you have to argue that the Carthage Tigers are one of the hottest teams coming out of the gate this season. Carthage has blown out each of its first 2 opponents, as this week the Tigers hit the road to Glendale. Carthage back on the road tonight. Tigers looking to go 3-0 on the season, facing the Glendale Falcons. Opening drive of the game, Glendale scores on a 2-yard touchdown by Jalen Lockett. Some big hits taken here, but it doesn't affect them. Falcons get on the board first. However, Carthage will block the PAT as Glendale leads 6-0. But the Tigers respond and give it to their go-to man, Landon Collins, up the gut. He's in there for 6 points. Carthage takes a lead, 7-6. Ensuing Glendale drive. Screen pass here by Trevor Meadows. Gets the pancake tackle for no gain. That would force the Falcons to punt. Next Carthage possession. You know the drill. Landon Collins would not be denied as he takes into the end zone for another Tiger touchdown. Collins had 4 touchdowns on the night. Carthage is 3-0 to start the season. Tigers win 49-14.
Now we go to Oklahoma. Veneta has had a tough schedule thus far. Hornets are a 3A team. They're 0-2 against Oologah and Grove. That's a couple 4A schools. They host another one tonight as Miami makes the trip. The War Dogs are 1-1. Veneta at home against Miami. It's Military Appreciation Night. Both teams going with some special camo uniforms. Miami would be the one to strike first. Big completion here. Dylan Blundell goes 45 yards down the field. That sets up the War Dogs in the red zone. They get inside the 5-yard line. Then right here, short rushing touchdown from quarterback Sam Lillard. He pushes in Miami up 7-0. A few possessions later, War Dog offense would continue to roll. Another big pass from Lillard. This time he connects with Christian Hardcastle. That puts them back in the red zone. That would lead to another rushing touchdown. This time it's Kyler Walker who extends the lead. War Dog defense would then get in on the action. Veneta quarterback Keegan Johnston tries to air one out, but he's picked off by Rhett Howe. That gives the ball back to Miami, deep in Hornet territory. War Dogs run away with it, 41-zip. They improved 2-1 on the young season.
Entering our final break, some scores from around Northeast Oklahoma. Welcome back to Pressbox. We've already gone through some of our local schools in the 4 states, and now we turn our attention to an interstate matchup. Diamond has started the season 0-2. Meanwhile, Southeast on the Kansas side, they started 0-1. So, John, somebody has to win tonight. Wildcats start the half with a huge lead on the Lancers, leading 38-0. Lancers possess the ball. Colton Lawrence right here will throw an interception caught by Wildcat Cale Adams, who takes it in for enemy territory right here. Next Wildcats possession, quarterback Rafael Rangel finds Giancarlo Martinez with a short pass. Martinez dodges multiple defenders and takes it to the house for another Wildcat touchdown. Later on in the half, Rangel again. This time he will fake the handoff. We get the celebration here. There we go. This time he will fake the handoff and holds on to the ball, finding a path down the field. And the Wildcats reach the end zone yet again for another touchdown, adding to their already massive lead. Wildcats get the win after 2 consecutive losses. Diamond shuts out the Lancers 52-0.
Well, over in Arma, Northeast just reclassified from a 1A school to 8-man this offseason. Vikings are at home tonight looking for their first victory. Game starts off with a bang against Colony Crest. Here's the Lancers returner, Gentry McGee. Sees nothing but green grass in front of him. He takes the opening kickoff all the way back for 6. Colony Crest with the early lead, and they wouldn't let up. Later in the quarter, Cade Nilgis takes this one to the outside. He's got a step, and that's all he needs. He gets into the end zone for another Crest touchdown. Now, you don't see this every day. 3rd down and about a half a mile. 28 yards to go here. Jaden Wetzel drops back to pass. This one, though, falls incomplete. Lancers get back to work on offense. Jensen Barker gets the snap. He cuts left. He's going to get into the end zone for another Lancer touchdown. And on the ensuing extra point attempt, it's Nilgis. Calling his name again. He takes this one up the middle and through for 2 points. Add more to the Colony Crest total. Lancers run away with it. Crest beats Arma 46-0.
Yeah, so we got some 8-man football in Kansas. Let's now go over to 8-man football in Missouri as it's the New Heights Cougars taking on the Greenfield Wildcats. Let's roll tape here. It's the battle of the Big Cats as the New Heights Cougars take on the Greenfield Wildcats at home. Greenfield starts the game by receiving, and, well, they'll use that to their advantage. First quarter right here, Greenfield strikes first. Their first touchdown of the game made by Austin Pickett. Later on in the game, good tackle here by Greenfield. That gets the Cougars off the field after a bunch of Wildcats swarm the pile. So next Wildcats possession, Pickett is going to wind up right here and throw it all the way down the field, and that allows for Greenfield to get another touchdown under their belt. This time it goes to Andrew Mays. New Heights looks to claw their way back into this game. So trying to build some momentum here, but New Heights unable to get anything going after some strong tackles here by Greenfield. See a nice gain there by the quarterback, Logan Decker. Later on, the Cougars, they get a nice gain. Like I just said, play ahead there. Logan Decker gets the nice gain. But here we go, Cougars get a nice tackle right here. Wildcats unable to advance the ball. Not quite enough tonight for New Heights as Greenfield wins this one 40-32.
Well, now here are your options for the performance of the week. You can vote by heading to koamnewsnow.com/vote. Get your voice heard there. First choice is Chanute. Blue Comets take down Coffeyville soundly in our game of the week. On the road, mind you. They improved to 2-0 after a 34-7 win.
Well, your second option is the defending Class 2 champion, Lamar Tigers. The Tigers dominate Tipton 44-0. They improved to 3-0 on the season as they look to defend that state title.
And your third and final option, down in Oklahoma, it's Miami. Winning by shutout 41-0. Winning by shutout is one thing. Winning by shutout 41-0 on the road is an entirely different animal. Well, get your voice heard. Get your vote in now. koamnewsnow.com/vote. That stays open until Monday. Well, that's all the time we got for you on this week's Fox Press Box. Thanks so much for staying up late with us. Check out our college football coverage tomorrow. We got Pittsburgh State at home, Missouri Southern on the road, and we'll see you right back here again next Friday night.